Democratic presidential candidates took the stage Thursday evening in Los Angeles for the 6th DNC debate. The PBS NewsHour and Politico debate featured the fewest number of participants so far, with just 7 candidates on stage. They were Joe Biden, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Senators Amy Klobuchar and Bernie Sanders, Tom Steyer, Senator Elizabeth Warren, and Andrew Yang. Climate change was an early focus of the evening, and each candidate spoke passionately about the need to act quickly. Senator Elizabeth Warren and Mayor Buttigieg both identified Washington, D.C. as part of the problem.
I've seen politicians in Washington saying the right thing about climate change for as long as I've been alive. All these plans we have to get carbon neutral by 2050, and I think most or all of us have one, their impact is multiplied by 0 unless something actually gets done.
The biggest climate problem we face is the politicians in Washington who keep saying the right thing but continue to take money from the oil industry. America understands that we've got to make change and we're running out of time, that climate change threatens every living thing on this planet. But getting Congress to act, they just don't want to hear it.
The candidates were also asked about a number of current-day issues, like Hong Kong protests, the impeachment of President Donald Trump, Israeli settlements, and the USMCA trade deal. On a number of topics, Pete Buttigieg was again a popular target.
If you had won in Indiana, that would be one thing. You tried, and you lost by 20 points.
But let's talk about...
One of the issues that got candidates the most fired up was campaign financing. The key distinction on stage was those who take money from rich donors and those who don't.
The way we're going to win is to bring everybody to our side in this fight. If that means that you're a grad student digging deep to go online to PeteForAmerica.com and chip in $10, that's great. And if you can drop $1,000 without blinking, that's great too. We need everybody's help in this fight.
The mayor just recently had a fundraiser that was held in a wine cave full of crystals and served $900 a bottle wine. Billionaires in wine caves should not pick the next president of the United States.
Mr. Mayor, your response. According to Forbes magazine, I am literally the only person on this stage who's not a millionaire or a billionaire. This is the problem with issuing purity tests you cannot yourself pass.
I've said to anyone who wants to donate to me, if you want to donate to me, that's fine. But don't come around later expecting to be named ambassador.
My good friend Joe, and he is a good friend, he's received contributions from 44 billionaires. Pete, on the other hand, is trailing, Pete. You only got 39 billionaires contributing.
The largest contribution I've accepted is $2,800, which is allowed under law. And I'm the first person to introduce the constitutional amendment to make sure that there is all public funding of elections and all private funding.
The candidates didn't escape the night without talking about demographics. There was notably a lack of diversity on stage, with Andrew Yang being the only non-white participant. And the candidates were asked to respond to President Obama's recent comment about women being great leaders and old men not, quote, getting out of the way.
I'm going to guess that President Obama did not clear that remark through your campaign ahead of time.
And
what do you say to him?
And I'm going to guess he wasn't talking about me either.
Okay. Senator Warren, you would be the oldest president ever inaugurated. I'd like you to weigh in as well.
I'd also be the youngest woman ever inaugurated.
The next debate will happen January 14th in Des Moines, and it will be the candidates' last debate before the Iowa caucuses.